Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today we just wanted to share with you an interview that we did with Kevin Tugwell, who was the cruise director on the Majestic Princess on our recent Mexican Riviera cruise. For those of you who are new around here, we sailed on the Majestic Princess October 16th through the 23rd of 2021, just this year, and we went to the Mexican Riviera. We stopped in Cabo San Lucas, Mazatlan, and Puerto Vallarta, and had just an amazing cruise. Kevin Tugwell, like I said, was our cruise director, and he did an amazing job. He was like kind of everywhere all at once on the cruise ship at all the activities, and I think he did an exceptional job of trying to bring the passengers together and make sure that everyone had a really nice cruise, even though there are a lot of COVID health protocols out there and you can't encourage gathering like we would historically do on a cruise, and so he really did a good job. He was really kind to offer to sit down with us for a few minutes. We were going to do it in the Princess Live Theater, and then everything kind of got rearranged unexpectedly, and he was still so kind to take a few minutes when he was so busy and sit down and visit with me for just a minute. And so I apologize that it was a little bit noisy there and we both had to keep our masks on, but I hope that you enjoy the interview, just kind of our visit there. Just you'll have to listen a little bit more closely because of our masks and that it was a little bit noisy in that area. But I really wanted to share it with you just so that you could see what amazing cruise directors Princess has, and especially in this one, especially in Kevin. Now, I also wanted to let you know to keep your eye out. We also recorded part of the, they did a show in the Princess Live Theater where they talked about what you do to become a crew member on a Princess ship, and how you come to work with Princess, and kind of what it is like to live on the ship and be a member of the crew, and just how all that works. And it was really interesting, and so we thought you might enjoy that. And then we also have another video coming up of a presentation that one of the head officers on the ship did all about navigation, and it was just so interesting, everything that you don't even think about when you're sailing on those gorgeous ships. And so I just wanted to let you know about that and to keep an eye out. And so I hope you really enjoy this interview. If you've got any questions, just pop them in the comments section below and we'll get right back to you. We really do appreciate you taking some time and spending it with us. And so if you haven't subscribed yet and you would like to, we would love to have you as a member of our Let's Go Travel Tips family, and we would really appreciate it. And so thank you in advance. Also, if you appreciate this video, will you please give it a thumbs up? So without saying anything else, I'll let you go ahead and watch this video. Remember that I'll be talking to you again soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye. Here's our interview. I'm just going to ask you some questions. So before COVID happened, how long have you been a cruise director?
I've been a cruise director now for 4 years.
4 years?
4 years. I've been a Princess for 5. And then before that I worked for the competition at Royal Caribbean.
So what made you switch?
A big part was the size of the ships.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. With the big ones, it's tough to connect with everybody. Right? There's so many people. You only have 6,000 people. You can't connect with everybody. But Princess, this year, the Majestic Princess is the biggest ship in the fleet. And at full capacity, it's only 3,500, which is a mid-sized ship for the old one. Yeah, so that's what I really want to get at. You can see everybody connect. Actually, it's a little bit different at Princess compared to other companies. We have an entertainment director, and then we have a cruise director. So the entertainment director manages the department, and they take care of all the behind-the-scenes stuff, right? The cruise director is just on the floor having fun.
Oh.
Whereas at the other companies, the cruise director has to be both for instructors. Yeah, so why would you not want to just do the fun part?
That makes sense, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what are the changes that you have seen since COVID to your job, and how much harder does that make your job to navigate everything?
There's, it changes all the time. So, every couple months we get updates from the CDC on what we're allowed to start resuming and not. Obviously the biggest one is the masks. We have the masks, but I really don't find it to be that big of a deal. No, it's it's for the safety of everybody, and that's what we want is everyone to feel safe. The one thing I really miss is karaoke. We're not allowed to do karaoke. I know. I can't wait for that to come back. That's the number one thing. And then also we're not allowed to have any. We're not allowed to encourage any big congregations. So we can't have any open deck parties or anything like that. So, but hopefully that changes soon, and then when you come back, we have programming to look forward to.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So then, as the cruise director for the very first, you were the cruise director in Alaska, yes?
Yes.
I thought so. So, as the cruise director of the very first Princess ship to start carrying passengers again, what would you tell people to look forward the most to coming back on board?
All of the programming still there, the things that you love. So our partnership with Discovery, we still do our stargazing at sea. We still have all of the presentations that are happening. We still have all of our big game shows, the Yes No game show, the Liars Club game show, Marriage Match. The production shows are still there. And actually, the thing that's worked out the best for us is because of the pandemic, is that a lot of the entertainers have been out of work. They're still all waiting to come back. But that actually works out in our best interest because we're able to kind of pick the best ones and get them back first. So everybody that you see on board is all the top of the top. So yeah, we're very, very lucky in that regard.
We noticed that your production shows have gone up a notch, a huge step up, and they were great before. There was something wrong before.
Well, that's the same thing too. I mean, the people that have all come back already, it's the cast were all selected because they're at the top of their game as well. I mean, all of our team members are all amazing at what they do. But then on the Majestic, we've taken the top of the top, and so it's really exciting. Yeah. No, I don't want to brag, but I mean, the Majestic Princess is the best show.
Yeah, I think it is too. Do you have time for one more question?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so Princess has the slogan, come back new.
Yeah.
So what would you see your role in helping all of the passengers come back new, to come home a little bit different than when they left? Is that hard?
That is a tough one. The biggest thing for me is about seeing people again come back to me again. You know what I mean? So it's like now that we've met, I look forward to the next time I can see you again. And every time on the cruise, it's making those connections and building those connections for when they come back to me again. And you get to see them, and there's so many people that I stay in touch with that they've come on board and they've been following my story, so they know that I had a daughter in the pandemic, and they come on and they already know my daughter's name. Yes, I have a beautiful 14-year-old Charlotte.
Charlotte?
Yeah, Charlotte.
I have a granddaughter named Charlotte.
Well, mine's more beautiful. I don't want to brag, but
mine is.
But there's a woman, Terry Woods, if you're watching. I've cruised with her before, and she came on board, surprised me. I didn't know she was coming on, and she loves to knit. So she came on and gave me a stocking that she knit for Charlotte. And you know what I mean? That's what the job's all about.
It is what the job's all about. It's all the people.
It's the people. It's fantastic. I mean, I think it shows that I love my job. I almost feel guilty that they pay me, but
you do an excellent
I don't want
job.
I don't want the bosses to know I do it for free.
No, I can tell you really do an outstanding job.
Thank you. It's an amazing team on board that support it all. They make everything look seamless. I mean, the assistant cruise directors, there's 6 of them that work so hard to make everything me look good.
Really well.
The production team, they can somehow light me to look decent, which is a tough job. So everybody works so hard to make it all look so effortless, seamless.
You lead them very well.
Yeah.
So
thank you, and thank you for
taking a minute.
but thank you for showing everybody what it's like to be back cruising now and how everything's going. And come back, come join us.
We keep telling people to come.
I know, it's great.
So thank you so much.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
I really appreciate it.
Of course.